very moment or this very time, we usually have a guest once in a while, and then a topic of discussion. And today we're going to be talking about something very sensitive to anybody who could be in any relationship out there or in any marriage with anybody probably out there. And with me, I have a guest who has joined me. I would love to first welcome her to the show. You're most welcome. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you personally?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Yes.
How is the new year?
The new year, so far, so good.
So far, so good.
Yes.
I see good results. Okay, for the person who is actually watching or seeing you for the first time, I'm very sure they deserve to hear your introduction.
Yeah. I'm Catherine Chambade. I'm an employee at Radio Sapientia,
Okay.
Finance Department.
Okay.
I'm married with children.
Wow. So I am talking to the right person, the person who has experience in the field of marriage and also a parent out there. So looking at our topic today, we are discussing about marriage, relationships. It is something wide, but for today we are going to talk about what has ruined very many relationships or marriages. But maybe before we go there, I want you to first let somebody understand what is marriage.
Marriage, it is an institution given by God where a man and a woman comes together for procreation, for mutual understanding, and being together for the rest of their lives. God created man and woman to be together, no separation. What God has joined together, no man can put asunder.
Okay, that is biblically.
Biblically.
Okay, and now when you look at, there is this step that normally people get in before they officially get married by church. That is now courtship.
Courtship.
Just being in a relationship. You're with a spouse, a partner, and of course, maybe after time it will result into something that is official now. And looking at this, both situations, when it's not official and when it's official, what do you think are the major factors that have really ruined relationships, marriages, according to your observation out there?
According to my observation, it is trust.
Okay.
Lack of trust for one another. In a marriage or any relationship, there must be trust. And it is this major factor which has contributed to relationships or marriage wreckages. It is this major factor. One has to trust one another. In this case, I'm talking about infidelity, cheating, and if any one of the partner finds out that you are cheating, that is the end of the relationship.
Okay. Trust, is there something else?
It is trust, it is transparency.
Lack of transparency.
Lack of transparency.
Okay.
In any relationship, there must be transparency. For example, at the beginning of the relationship, most people conceal certain information from their partners.
Okay.
And within the due course of the relationship, one partner gets to find about that, and that's the end of the marriage or relationship.
Definitely. Okay.
There is rumor mongering.
Rumor mongering.
Is also
third parties. Okay.
Yeah, they have contributed a lot to marriage breakups. Because at certain point they use facts to make false accusations. Now, for example, I can give you an example. I can go to look for market of our products or services here. Like in my chindi, I go there, maybe there is a certain lodge where I've gone to. I even stop at the reception, ask for marketing
your products.
Marketing our services here. Then someone who has seen me runs very fast and goes to my husband and says, you know what, I've seen your wife, she has entered the lodge, she's with another man. So they use facts. The fact is that you were there.
Yes.
But they make false accusations to look.
They actually don't even know your intention why you're there. And
to look as if it is what? And the moment your husband asks, "Well, are you in marriage?" I say, "Yes." That is the end of the marriage. He will just know it is definitely what? Correct.
Okay. And now we have seen trust, transparency. Is there maybe something, is there a way communication also has been put in?
Communication. Poor communication skills are really have also wrecked the marriages. Communication in a marriage and a relationship is very important.
True.
It is a major component in a good
you have to stay connected.
You have to stay connected. You have to be communicating with one another. What has annoyed you, you have to tell your partner, you know this, I don't like this thing here. And maybe, and by the way, when you are talking to you don't scold him.
Okay.
You talk politely.
Politely, you be polite.
You be polite. But when you come, you're
yelling.
You're yelling at him or her. That causes marriage. But you have to be polite. You have to be polite and tell him. And even phones these days.
Yes.
Phones these days have really wrecked marriages. You know, even the police, I was listening to a speech by a certain policeman. He said that most of the conflicts
that they have in police,
they are related. Most of the majority, they are related to the what? To the phone.
The phone.
So it is a kind whatever request for all the people and all that we should leave one another's phone.
Is it possible?
It is possible.
You might again leave, and yet now because you've left, that is when somebody takes now the chance. She knows or he knows they don't check my phone, so they can do anything that is actually fishy on their phones, but you can't know because you don't check. Don't you think it is good to check on the spouse's phone once in a while?
No. I don't advise. I don't advise it.
Then what are we hiding in our phones?
No, it's because, especially the men on the men's side, once you check a man's phone and you find something fishy, it will haunt you for the rest of your life, and you'll
never trust him anymore.
And you will ask, now, why did I check it? Me, I'm of the view, it is not good to check the man's phone completely. Don't touch it. Even if when it rings, you just hold it and take it to him.
Okay.
But you don't check.
What about the aspect of finance?
The financial aspect. There is also the financial bit of it. Now, for example, when at the beginning of the relationship, a man can even borrow to impress and win a what?
The woman's heart.
The woman's heart.
Okay.
And now when they go into the relationship or marriage and financial constraints set in, it will be a disaster. The woman will just, it will be the end.
Nothing is provided like it used to be.
Yeah.
So what is your advice on this? Especially this aspect whereby today, many people use money for impressing women. And it is, by the way, because women these days mostly go in for relationships because of money. Many women are in wrong relationships
because of
money.
Yes.
Many men are in wrong relationships because of beauty.
Yes.
On the other side of men, what is your advice to especially the youth these days? Derek borrows a loan because he knows 1 million will run 1 month. When she's happy, what do you want? Hair, it is here. Nails, it is here. What is your advice on this?
My advice is that there should be courtship. That courtship period has to be ample enough, because you get to know your partner's weak points and strong points. So what you do, you have to the courtship has to be at least, because you get to know all the information. And I would advise all the youth to marry their friends. Marry a friend.
The person who is like your friend.
Yeah, your friend.
Okay.
You marry your friend because you know he's in and out. You know his inner person. You marry your friend. Though it is difficult to completely know someone's inner person, but at least 90% or 80%, when that relationship blossoms into marriage, it will be, you will go well, the marriage will go well.
Because of how you started it.
How you started.
Now, comparing a little bit, I don't know, how many years are you in marriage now?
In May, I'm going to make 25 years.
25 years in marriage?
Yes.
Wow. So my question then comes, 25 years back, that was by 2000. What was the procedure of you choosing the right partner? What were you looking into a man?
Okay.
For you to admit him to be like, okay.
For me, I set my standards, my qualities, the qualities I like in a man.
Okay.
Of course, I will not disclose them here.
Okay.
But I set my standards that I like a man such qualities. But of course, you cannot get 100% the qualities.
Yes.
But when I saw it was 80%, I just moved in.
Oh.
I accepted.
At least beyond average.
Yeah. It was at least, for the qualities I wanted, it was at least 80%. And I moved in.
Do you think today this youth have that time of looking into qualities?
Actually, no. And even the social media has really spoiled them, because there is a lot of advice on social media. One advises this, the other one this, the other one.
Controversial advices.
Yeah. And they find themselves confused. And I don't think the youth of these days, I don't think courtship will be, but I advise them to
go for courtship for some time.
For some time, before they enter into a marriage.
Oh, wow. You being experienced for 25 years, what would you love to tell the lady, that girl who is 25 years right now, who is looking for marriage? What is the basic advice you would give her to make sure she will as well groom a relationship for 25 years like you have managed?
Okay, first of all, there should be patience. Patience in a relationship and marriage is so vital, because you cannot, if your partner wrongs you, you don't just pack your things and go. There is patience. You wait, you talk about it, even if he redo that thing, you talk, you be patient. Patience pays a lot. And when you wait, he changes in the due course. He changes.
So patience. Anything else?
Forgiveness.
Forgiveness should be there.
Forgiveness should be there in any relationship or marriage. Because when you don't forgive, you keep on nagging that person. Every time you come, you tell him, do you remember what you did? Do you know, even I'm not going to eat food. What?
You're using anger.
Anger. So I would advise to practice a spirit of forgiveness in any relationship or marriage. There has to be forgiveness.
And then, patience, forgiveness.
And there should be also, like these external factors, like relatives and friends. That you should not listen to everybody's advice. You have to listen, but then you yourself, you do what there is that heart, that feeling. You advise yourself. You advise yourself. Many people advise you, but they cannot decide for you. You decide for yourself. They should not take each and everybody's advice, and especially the in-laws.
Oh, in-laws. By the way, I wanted to touch about that, but just like I said earlier on, this topic is very diverse, and I am very sure tomorrow or tomorrow next, I want us now to talk on, we talked about factors that have broken marriages. Now I want us to talk about possibilities of anybody out there to make sure they run marriage. Just like you said, it's also aspect of family. This is my girlfriend, they don't like her.
They don't like
This is my boyfriend, they don't like her.
Mm.
There is also that. So now to the parents who should be guiding this youth, what would you love them to do to make sure they, instead of despising, they instead direct or give the best advice as we're winding up? To now the elderly, to the parents of these people who are trying to grow a marriage.
Now, parents, I kindly ask you and beg you never to interfere in children's marriages. You can give advice, but never interfere and tell your child that this spouse is not good for you. I would advise that.
All right, and I am very sure, just because of time, but we would have talked beyond this. But at this time, I would love you maybe to send your regards to your family, beloved ones who are watching you right now.
I would like to send my regards to my husband, Mr. Morris Chambade, my children, all of them, and my aunties, my sisters, and my friends, and my people at Radio Sapientia. And please, dear viewers, don't forget to tune in to Radio Sapientia 94.4 FM. And if you want your business to blossom and thrive, kindly tune in, come and advertise with us.
Thank you so much. So anybody who could be watching out there, thank you. And I'm very sure in case you're in that relationship, in that marriage, you have picked some of these factors that you need to avoid so that your relationship as well can last 25 years, like Mommy has successfully done. I am wondering. Anyway, we shall go to that in the next day, in the next topic. For now, I want to appreciate my team that has been working with me, Dimaro behind the camera, and not forgetting that is Josh, and then Andrew and Victoria. But also, I have a gentleman who is celebrating his birthday on this very day. He is called Clement Omodi. Clement Odongo, yes. Happy birthday, Clement. He is actually right there. Happy birthday. May you live to blow many candles, achieve all that your heart desires. That is actually Clement Odongo right there. From the Lunch Vibe from Uganda Catholic Television, I want to wish you a blessed Tuesday and a good week ahead of us. I've been having Auntie Catherine, who has given